Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about a problem that's really plaguing us. And I say us because me too. You know, I'm not a cop. I very much have a struggle with this as well. The problem we're going to be talking about today is overconsumption. Consuming overly. Consumerism. And let me straighten out my back because, you know, that too. I need to fix my posture for sure. So, in this economy that we're going to be stepping into next year, we have to stop the shopping. We can't just keep buying everything we see just because So I'm going to be giving some tips. The first one is, I'm going to get this one out the way early because this is like an obvious one. You have to stop using Klarna and Afterpay. You have to stop. Oh, let me preface. This video is mostly about clothes, that type of stuff. Because, you know, there's some stuff you can use Klarna on. I don't see an issue with using Klarna on like a concert ticket or like a laptop or a phone, something that you need. Like, you need that. If your laptop breaks, you need a laptop, shit. That's a perfect reason to use Klarna. But you should not be using Klarna and Afterpay on clothes. Be serious. You don't need that shit for real. Because if you really needed that, you would get your money and you would buy it in full. And this is not me being strict. I really feel like if you stop using Klarna and Afterpay, you would save so much money. Because by the time you really got the money for it, you're really gonna end up not wanting it. That's what I've noticed. I'll buy something on Klarna and I'll be like, hey, I got it. Hey. But then by the time I get to that third payment, now I'm mad as shit. Like, now I'm like, dude, I don't even want this shit no more. It's very annoying. And that's not to say that, like, you can't know what you want. I'm not saying that y'all don't know what you want. I'm just saying, like, if you need to use Klarna or Afterpay, you need to put that shit down. Especially if it's clothes. You don't need clothes. You don't need it. It's not a need. The next thing is, no more hauls. No more hauls. Hauls are so bad for you, bro. Like, I promise you, buying clothing in bulk, and I'm saying bulk because, yeah, anything more than 4 pieces of clothing is a haul. You're dragging it. You do not need to be buying more than 4 or 5 pieces of clothing at a time. The only time you should be getting a haul is maybe if you're going on vacation. But after 2 vacation hauls, you shouldn't be buying new shit every time. Like, come on now. Be serious. Like, you could wear something again. You could wear something and make it better. Hauls are the most instant gratification you can ever get. Because I've watched hauls where people would be like, I forgot what I even bought. You forgot what you bought? So what did you buy it for? I will never buy some shit and forget what I bought. That does not make any sense. I promise you, as much as it seems like it's normal because people be saying it, it does not make sense to buy so many things at once that you forgot what you even bought. Are you Bill Gates? Jeff Bezos? Who are you? Like, you do not need to be buying more than 5 pieces of clothing at a time. It doesn't make sense because half that shit already asked because you didn't think it through. So now you have half a haul. You bought 13 things. 7 of them things is ugly. You're not gonna wear them. Waste of money. I said this in my last video, but I'll say it again. You should not be buying clothes and not wearing them and then buying another set of clothes. That will never make sense. You're never gonna develop a style if you keep adding stuff to your wardrobe without considering how it will mesh with other pieces in your wardrobe. And you cannot do that if you're buying 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 25 items at a fucking time. You need to stop that shit today. No more hauls. 2025, no more hauls. Buy shit that you actually want. Stop just adding nonsense to the cart. You don't need that shit. You don't need that. The next thing I think that will help you to shop a little bit less, reduce it is you need to start doing a little bit more research before you buy something. Like, and I'm not even talking about you have to know the fabric and I mean, that'll help too. But one thing that I think will help is if you look at people who actually have that shit. Like, I mean, that's kind of a given, but you'd be surprised. Like, there was this one Victoria's Secret pajama set I was gonna get. Y'all know the stripe one? You don't know the stripe one. It's like $70 or $80. I don't remember. It's expensive for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm a broke ass nigga, but $70 is a lot for some pajamas for me. I look at the set. I'm like, let me see what the TikTok people saying. Like, I'm gonna miss TikTok, bro. I go on there, they talk about, oh, you put it in the washing machine one time, it gets linty. Oh, this whole get wrinkled. I was like, oh, let me just take that shit out of my cart. Because some clothes, they be looking nice. whole time, they're just gonna stress you out. Like, they're not even gonna be worth the $70. If that was like a $20 pajama set, I would have been like, okay, it's wrinkled, but $70? Yeah, no, I'm not paying for that shit. And then a different thing that happened to me was I ordered this one shirt, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna look it up and put it on the screen. I ordered this shirt off of Fashion Nova, of course. Of course it was Fashion Nova. And I just thought it looked nice. I didn't look at anything other than the fact that it looked nice. Why did I get that shirt? Y'all, that shit felt like you're supposed to wear it under something to keep warm. I thought this was a nice going out dinner top. This is a pajama. They sent me some fucking pajamas. I was mad as shit. Like, all I had to do, all it would have taken for me to save my 25, 26, 35, 45 fucking dollars was for me to just go on the product description and look at the material. And I would have never bought that shit. So please, when buying things, no matter who it's, even if it's from an IG brand, if they don't have that shit listed, you need to ask them. Because this is they be scamming y'all. They be charging y'all 95, 85, 25, 45 fucking dollars for some terrible ass jersey polyester hoodie. So yeah, coming into 2025, actually do a little bit more digging before you buy something. I'm not talking like you don't have to be you don't gotta be no professional, but at least look a little bit more. I feel like that'll actually save you some money. Another thing is, and this is kind of going against what I just said, but you can't let people on the internet convince you what you should buy. Because TikTok, for example, that is a big ass marketplace now. I said I was gonna miss TikTok earlier. I'm gonna contradict myself again. Low key, this shit is kind of like, okay, bro, y'all just trying to sell people. Like, I understand that that's how you're making your money, but a lot of people are just trying to sell you something. They're trying to sell you a dream. Is what they're trying to sell you. They're trying to sell you some shit, and they know damn well that the dress don't fit for real. And they got it pinned in the bag, and they changing the way shit looks, and you don't even know that. So don't let someone on the internet convince you that you need to buy something, especially some damn clothes. And to add on to that, don't let, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm gonna put some pictures so what I'm about to say makes sense, but you cannot let people like Hailey Bieber, for example. That's a perfect example. You cannot let somebody like Hailey Bieber influence the clothes that you are buying. That's not to say that Hailey Bieber isn't very well styled, and I'm not saying that she cannot dress, but it gets to a point, the way that she dresses, it changes up like that. That shit gets ugly quick. You can look at an outfit of hers from 3 months ago, look at an outfit of hers from today, and that should be enough to tell you that maybe this shouldn't be my fashion inspo. And I'm basically trying to say, don't take fashion inspo from people who are being paid to wear things and people who are just wearing whatever's trendy right now, because that shit is just gonna fuck you up. Because now you got leopard print flats and a cherry red pair of jeans that you're not gonna want to wear again. Like, when you take inspo from people who don't necessarily have a personal style of their own, and that's not to say you should be biting off of people's personal style, but low-key you should. Like, if you're gonna take fashion inspo from anybody, it should be from somebody who's wearing clothes in a consistent manner. Like, this is how they dress. When you take inspo from people like Hailey Bieber, you start shopping like Hailey Bieber, and you start buying and buying and buying just to fit, not buying to keep and wear. Then you got it. And the only way you're gonna be able to match up with her or match up with some of these other fashion influencers is if you're constantly buying everything that's pushed out for you to buy, and they are there to sell you that stuff. So you probably shouldn't be taking fashion inspo from them. If those people are on your Pinterest board, you might want to take them off. But just to sum it up, you have to be particular about who you take fashion inspo from, because some people are literally just there to sell you stuff. The next thing, I talked about this in my last video, stop shopping when shit goes on sale. Shop before the sale. Before the sale, if you're on a website, find the stuff that you want. If it goes on sale, then you buy it. Don't start shopping while the sale is going on. You're blinded. You're blinded by the fucking discount. That's me. I be blinded by the discount and I end up buying dumb shit. Stop shopping while shit is on sale. My next thing is don't buy things unless they're gonna add to what you already have. And you know, this is maybe not for people who are trying to build a new something from scratch. I mean, if you already have clothes in your wardrobe that you like, why? I feel like this is kind of strict, because sometimes you want to try something new. But it's like, nigga, like, no, you know you're not about to wear that funky, groovy ass, long ass, freaking wool trench coat. You know you're not about to wear that shit. So why even bother? Especially if your goal is to stop consuming, you need to buy things that are going to elevate what you already have. Not, you know what I'm saying? You know you're not going to wear that motherfucking zebra print, long ass trench coat. You know you're not wearing that. So don't even bother. You see what I'm saying? The next thing, this is low-key for people who shop secondhand. You cannot buy things that are too big for you unless you learn how to sew. So if you don't know how to sew, don't buy shit that doesn't fit. It doesn't make it. You don't know how to fix. You stop acting like you about to sew it. You don't know how to sew. You don't even got no fucking needle. You fraud. I be doing that, bro. I'll buy something. I could take this in. Nigga, know how. You don't know how to. Don't buy things with the intention of doing something that you don't know how to do. Why would you buy a dress and say you're gonna take that dress in and you don't even know how to sew? It don't make no sense. You have to chill on that. Or just learn how to sew. That's all the advice I have right now. Partially because I still have an issue with shopping. Like, I've improved, and that's why I was like, let me make this video, because I did learn a few things. But boy, I still have a little bit of a way to go. Like, I still will go to the thrift store and buy like 6 things, but I've made it a rule for myself that if I do buy 6 things, in the next 6 days, you're wearing all that shit. So don't even try to fiddle with it. Like, I'm still learning myself, which is why I was like, let me share what I've learned so far with the class. But yeah, that's my tips for right now. If you found anything like, she ate that, or she's just yapping, let me know. But yeah, bye y'all. Oh yeah, subscribe. We're almost at 1 million subscribers, so you need to subscribe.